Hey, let's get into a game. Let's see. I think we could go with this and use the storms to set the fire. Supply spec also isn't bad, but I think the arc light might be better. Yeah, we've been experimenting with the storm crawler, setting the fire, because the price of the hounds have gone up. So it's almost the same price as the storm. So I have been trying to see if we could get this to work. We'll just go crawlers here. Think this is okay. All right, we see mass sledges. It's not ideal. It's not ideal for the fire, honestly. He's quick supply, so it makes sense. At least it's good that he doesn't have the Mustangs, because the Mustangs AM might counter this. Whether or not it's worse than the Hounds is, I think it's up for testing. Get the Hounds. I don't think we want the Hounds. Get the Wasp. Get the Phoenix. Probably want the Wasp. Probably want. It's either the Wasp or the Phoenix. Think we can go with the Wasp just because it acts as a little bit like chaff. And it's time for the Phantom Race. $150, kind of bad here. Guess we could go with the oil, because we're gonna go fire regardless. Wonder if we start selling out of the arcs, because the arcs aren't gonna do anything. Yeah, let's just click the oil because we're gonna go anyways. I don't think we want to click the missile. All right, we see the Wasp. He runs HE instead of Elite. So in case we get into Wasp Mirror, we do have the edge, but I doubt it'll be a full-blown Wasp Mirror here. I think the missile at least does something. I mean, doesn't do so much, but probably could have saved the arc light from. Probably could have sold the middle arc light instead of this one. That might have been stupid. We lose a tower for that, and well, guess we were losing it anyways. Gotta skip here. All right, and I think we got two more. Still have 150 left over. It's kind of awkward. Can't really do much with it. Guess we could go into aerial spec, but not really. The oil would be decent, potentially. Maybe we could go for the defense. He has cost control, so yeah, maybe just go for the defense here. Don't think we can hit anything. All right, we get the extinguisher dogs. This is not exactly what we want to see, but the good news is the crawlers are probably going to die from the fire. At least these first two. And it's good that he kind of interrupts his tempo a little bit by having to purchase like a unit that he probably doesn't need. Looks like this arc light is probably worth keeping in the middle here, just because it just it did that little volley right there. Just not sure how this is going to look once the extinguisher tech goes online. Probably not going to look too good for us. Alright, kind of get lucky there, but we're going to lose the tower. Very close. Nope. Just skip here. Keep upgrading, and I think this is starting to become problematic here. We can anticipate there's going to be a AA Wasp here, but there's not much we can do until it happens. Because I don't know if we preemptively go forts. Probably not right now. Probably have to sell this to go for the fort. I mean, we could sell this and get the shield right now. I think just because he has this already, we're not going to be able to win the battle. So let's just get our shield and go fort AA next round. Okay, so he doesn't commit to the forts, which is interesting. I thought he would commit to the fort. I mean, to the Wasp. This is crazy. He has double efficient tech. We expect to see... We still don't see fire extinguisher, which is really strange. For 100, you'd imagine it's about time to get the technology, right? Maybe he wants to, like, give me a false sense of, like, this is working really well, and then the very last second just kill me. I kind of have a sense that once his technologies come online, we're not going to be we're not going to be a super happy camper here. All right, we're gonna have to skip again. I don't want to do a oil so we could get the Mustangs. Thing is that we're just not sure. Is he gonna go into the AA Wasp? Guess in this case we just keep building more Venom Rays. Perhaps one more. Perhaps one more Stormcrawler in the middle. Probably sell this. Would probably make sense to get the defense, I think. Alright, all the techs come online. We do not see the missile interception, but we do see the AA. Suppose the missile interception would be worse than the AA, but I don't know. Forcing us to click burst would be pretty bad. Alright, let's see how things are going. He's most likely going to go Wasps. But I want to wait for that to happen before going into the forts, because if we go into forts like that without knowing he's going to go Wasp, we're going to lose instantly. So, I mean, it looks good right now, but he's going to transition into the Wasps is what I'm thinking. But Yeah, Arclight looks great, but you'd have to tech the range. It's gonna go into the forts. We will kill the hounds, potentially. A little easier, but it's kind of redundant since that's what the Phantom Rays do anyways. Probably just, might just get the Phoenix. Start selling out of them. Burst. Not quite sure if we need burst yet. Probably do. Do we just go for the Fort AA right now since he's like, well, he's gonna have the missile interceptor, right? It's very difficult to understand what we're supposed to do. So in that case, we just keep building more forts. I mean, more Phantom Rays here. And probably just do an oil. Maybe go for range, or we could go for the attack upgrade, but probably no need for the attack upgrade. The range is probably better. I think we keep the Phoenixes. Alright, so full Mustang. Looks like if a missile kind of goes in the behind, the hounds aren't going to clean up everything. But we can expect there to be anti-missile next round. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have to go burst. I'm not sure if we throw the game by going burst. Who's that? What did he say? Holy sh... Are they allowed to be giving out information like this? Alright, think we just skip here. Yeah, it's almost the end of the game. Think we just skip. Probably have to go boat now, I think. That's the only way. Not quite sure if more technologies is necessarily going to do anything. This Phoenix was good. This Phoenix was useless, so let's get rid of it. Time for the boat. We're going to end the game before we lose the game, because it's starting to look like we're about to lose. Hopefully he doesn't go EMP. And I guess we just do this. For 200, I don't know. I don't think a beacon's gonna do anything here. We're gonna get most of the Mustangs to come in here. We just put something in front, like a chaff. Or do we upgrade the rays? Probably just put some chaff up in front, right? Alright, so looks like we do get the A wasps here finally. Lucky that we didn't put the crawlers in the front. And it looks like all the Mustangs have locked on. I'm very curious to why he went double efficient research, but he didn't want to get the missile interceptor. I think we win this, but let's not be, you know, it's not 100% here. If he had the missile interception, I think he might, and so we don't have any anti-air, that's the problem. So we don't win this, which is really bad. Alright. So what do we do now? Do we just sell this? Or do we reposition to the sides, I think? I think we have to reposition to the sides. We have to get the nuke. And... yeah, this is strange here. guess we have to sell this, right? It's kind of nice to have. I don't know. I think if we sell it, we could put 2 on the side, maybe. That'd be more effective. But then the nuke, this is a really good position for a nuke. Might be... Alright, let's see if we get some advice from the 2-foot melting point. Yeah, of course. This is pretty bad here. I think we have to sell it. Probably just put 2 on the sides. It's a very awkward position for the nuke. Let's go burst. Let's just hope this works here. Do we go something like this? I think. Everything's gonna come over here. Wish we got speed. Do see the EMP. One shield bubble is down though, so kind of promising. One factory is down, unfortunately. We're gonna need to win this game because we're spending too much on this factory with no efficient maintenance. And the Mustangs are just getting way too strong here. It doesn't look like we can win the game. So, yeah, this is starting to look very bad for us. Oh my goodness. Alright, so what do we do now? He's definitely going to go melting point, you'd imagine. Let's just get this. We can transition out of the war factory, but I'm just not sure what else to get. Got the Phoenixes. We could go we could go cloak. Guess we could go cloak here, right? But with anti-missile, I think we're just gonna have to sell out of this, one of them. Upgrade everything, go cloak. Speed. And I don't know. Maybe some chaff here, just a delay. Don't think this is gonna... Alright, we could try this. Still no missile interceptor. This is just ridiculous. No melting point. He obviously thinks that he doesn't need the melting point here. Which might be true. I find the way he's playing this to be quite strange, to say the least. You would imagine he goes missile interceptor, but I guess his Mustangs are too high level, and we already have burst. Maybe the problem was we went burst when we didn't need to go burst. And it looks like our Phantom Rays are just dying, like they're getting swatted out of the sky like flies. I think it was a mistake to go for the burst technology there. All right, so let's look at that round again. I think the problem here was we sold out of the war factory when we should have just doubled down. I feel like maybe kind of got cold feet on the war factory there. And, you know, you should never have cold feet when you're playing war factory, because when you're all in, you have to trust the war factory. You have to trust that the war factory is going to perform like you're expecting. And especially if you already commit into it, it's kind of, there's no point in trying to sell out. And you could reposition, but, you know, abandoning the war factory play, not trusting the war factory, is usually going to cost you. So let's see how this goes. So the photon coating really made the difference because we're getting EMP'd. Now the level 1 war factory survives for so long, tanks for so much. Now instead of the Phantom Rays getting swatted like flies, now it's the other way around. So yeah, the opponent played really greedy, like not going for the melter, and he got rewarded for it. So yeah, we did almost 4,000 damage just by believing in the war factory. So moral of the story, do not give up. Just keep going with the war factories. Because yeah, I just think yeah, you're gonna have a better chance at winning. It's very random what the opponent's gonna do, but you could see that like he pretty much did the like one of the worst things he could have done, which is just keep building more like Mustangs and Hound Dogs to clean the fire. He didn't build any melters, and well, he ended up winning because we still sold out of the war factory. Whereas if he went melters, he probably wins regardless. So at least give ourselves a chance, and let's not fall into the idea of, oh, he thinks that we're gonna keep going war factory, so we sell out. No, we just keep going war factory regardless of what he thinks. There's no mind games here. All right, guys. Hopefully that was educational, and remember to always trust in your war factories.